Arlington at the luxurious
really
AT&T Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys.
So after I win this one, I got one more. I wonder who would I be playing in this one?
What are you?
Yeah.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Faking the handoff, Howell. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run with Gibson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Gibson again, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Kill. 47. Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott now. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Here we go, 47. 47.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick-6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick-6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
There we go. We're going to 54. Right here. Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now they go play action with Howell. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards on the play. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet. Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man. Complete. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, kill! 47! Then we're going to 53. We're going 47!
Looking to throw. Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Patterson's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
he will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Gibson again. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That one complete out to Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. On 2nd and 9, Howell. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Prescott. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for the Cowboy touchdown. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Washington. 59 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The quick slant caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
We're going to 53. We're going 47.
First down, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. A big play here for... ...52 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. In motion goes the tight end. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 44, Powell. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 56 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, kill!
Here's Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now Prescott. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the 2nd half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't it? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Commanders first down.
They'll go again with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down. Howell now. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Off play action. It's Howell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. For the play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. He's got it. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Donald Parham. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Simpson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott is going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
You fucking bitch. Don't you ever fucking talk shit again, you John ass bitch. You just like John, you bitch ass nigga. I thought you was cool. Can't even go get her. I can't even, my bitch pregnant and you over there. I need them first. You taking so long. You taking so long. Bitch, you would never beat me when it comes to a real game. Nobody ready for these Cowboys. Nobody ready for these Cowboys. The Cowboys, bitch, you suck. You suck. You and John suck. Damn. You fucking suck, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you? You fucking sorry. Only person you got is Calvin. And that's on the fucking Bears, nigga. Talk to me nice, bitch.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Powell. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Commanders 62, Cowboys 31.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Being chased out left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Kill. Here we go, 47. At 47.
Prescott now from the 50. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Go to 54. Why? Go to 53. Here we go, 47. 47. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now throwing on 1st down here.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Kill. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go, 46.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Go to 54. Why? Everybody kill. Here we go, 47. Hey, 47. 46.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
161 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now they go play action with Howell.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll go play action. Howell. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts?